and welcome to the Economy This Week series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about important economic events which had happened in the past week. And this session is important for your GS-3 perspective. Before moving to any points of discussion, I want to wish Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you all are well and may this year bring happiness and success to you. So, moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the global remittances in 2024, then we are going to discuss about inflation 2025, and then we are going to discuss H-1B visa and Indian coffee export. So these are the topics which we are going to cover up in today's session. So coming to the discussion part, before moving to the discussion part, I want to tell you the Drishti IAS Noida address. So the Noida address is C171/2 Block A, Sector 15 Noida, and nearest metro station is Sector 15 Noida. If you want to know more information about the IAS Foundation course in English medium, you can call on to the number 87501 So coming to the discussion part, so our first topic is global remittances in 2024, and this is the news. India got 14.3% of global remittances in 2024, which is highest ever, and this is highest ever by India and also highest in the world. So what is the news? So first of all, before moving to what is the data related to India and other countries, we need to know that what is remittances. So remittances, in simple word, if you want to understand that, suppose that one person goes to from India, suppose that one person goes to America and there the person earns money and after saving the person sent back to the India. So that is called remittances. So here in technical terms we can understand that it refers to the money that individuals working abroad send back to support their families in their home country, and they are often crucial source of income, especially for the developing countries. So in 2024, we are going to discuss that India received an estimated $129.1 billion worth of remittances, and this is highest ever for a country in any year. So this is the India's data. That's why we are here to discuss about the India's performance in terms of the remittances. And moreover, India's share in global remittance was 14.3% this year, the highest such share since the turn of the millennium for any country. And which country has followed the India? So it has been followed by the Mexico and China. So they had received the largest remittances in the year 2024. So this is about the India data. Now we'll discuss more aspects of it. So here is the data that which country has received how much remittances. So they are the top 10 receivers of the remittances in dollar million in 2024. So here we can see in terms of India, India has the highest number, then Mexico, then China, Philippines, then we have France, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Egypt, Guatemala and Germany. So here there are many developing countries, but also developed countries are part of the top 10 receivers of the remittances. Now we'll come to that though India leads in remittances, absolute remittances inflows, in some economies remittances play a very important role. Suppose that in Nepal, what we can see that remittances formed over 25% of the overall GDP in 2024. Similarly, in Tajikistan, Nicaragua, Lebanon, Samoa, Honduras and Tonga, the share of the remittances in 2024 formed over the 25% for the respective GDP. And if we can see that India's overall share is high, but if we discuss in terms of the GDP of the India, so it is just 3.3%. So this is about the remittances. So what we can see that in terms of Nepal, in terms of Nicaragua, Tajikistan, Honduras, Tonga, the share is around 25%, which is very high in terms of the GDP. Now we'll discuss the FDA and ODA. So first of all, we should understand that what is FDA. So FDA full form is foreign direct investment, and what we can see that foreign direct investment, suppose that if there is a company, suppose that Tata is an Indian company and Tata is going to the America and Tata is investing in some projects of the America. So there FDI is done by the, what you can say, Tata, and America has attracted the foreign direct investment from India. So this is just one instance. So that's why in simple term, this is the meaning of the FDIs. So here FDIs are investments by a foreign country to control or run business in another country. And here we have to understand that what is ODA. So ODA is Official Development Assistant, and ODA is aid from rich countries to help poorer ones develop, often through grants or cheap loans. So this is the difference, that this is an investment by another country, and this is that aid or any kind of grants given by the developed countries to developing countries, and the scenario can be different also. So what is the data about this thing, and what is the news about the FDI and ODA? So in recent year, remittances have been surpassed the FDIs, and what here we can see that remittances has also higher than the ODA. So this is the news, that remittance has more stake than the foreign direct investment and ODAs. So this is the graph we can see. So this is the graph of ODA. So this has been rising, but not in terms of remittances. Remittances graph has been rising since far, and FDI we can see that many ups and down. So this is about the data of the FDI, ODA and remittances in billions. Now we'll discuss the another aspects of it. So another topic is inflation 2025, and this is the news. Why inflation will matter more in 2025? Explain. So this news has been taken from the Indian Express, and here whenever we wrap any year, we often review and recap about that what was the scenario of the 2024 and how it is going to impact in 2024. So this is the scenario that many experts have predicted, that there will be more inflation in 2025, and that is the result and policies we had adopted in 2024. So here what we can see, that 2024 year was a bittersweet of memories. In first half of the year we had performed well, but in the second half there was some low point. So here we are going to discuss. So top government functionaries have been making noises since late November about need for RBI to cut rates, with some suggestion it should ignore volatile food prices and prioritize growth and investment. And here we can see that in Q2 GDP number revealed a 7-quarter low growth of 5.4%, but it was not scenario in the first quarter. So here we can see more about that, how were things this time last year. So here we'll discuss about the India's stock markets were at the record highs, and gross domestic product was reported to have risen by 7.7% in the first half of 2023 to 2024 from 7.2 a year earlier. So here we can see that first half went well, and the finance ministry expected growth to be over 6.5% for the full year. And the RBI was expected to start an interest rate cut cycle in the second half of 2024, which has been projected inflation over 4%. But scenario got different. We had some lows in the second half, and that's why the economy suffered. So, but didn't the economy do far better in 2023 and 4? So yes, according to the National Statistical Office NSO data, growth estimates for the 2023 and 2024 turned out to be way healthier than all projections. And in the first half, what we have seen, that they have grown around 8.1%, followed by 8.6%, and we have in third quarter 7.8%. So here we can see the dip. So this is the thing. So the first quarter was largely taken up by the election process, and after that we can see the shock also, because BJP this time, which is the current ruling political party, has suffered also what you can say setback, and this time they had not received the full majority, and economic impact can be one of the reasons. So here we can see that what did the post-poll budget offer. So we had earlier interim budget, and what did the post-poll budget offer. So in the full union budget 2024 and 5 presented in July, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ramped up the references to employment, and there this time we had focused on the Yuva, Garib, Mahilaएं and Annadata. So these are the 4 categories Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has emphasized about, and they had also discussed about the employment and the middle class and unveiled scheme to spur skilling and job creation with some token tax cuts for income for taxpayers, and sustained consumption pickup was necessary to stimulate greenfield and brownfield private. So greenfield is a totally new project, and brownfield that there is a project existing and then they are going to add up and update that project. So this is also one of the thing. And there they had also discussed about that they are going to heavily invest on infrastructure, and they had announced of rupees 11.11 lakh capex plan. So the government exuded confidence that India would record its 4th successive year with 7% or higher growth since COVID-19 had tripped the economy. So this was the scenario, but the things didn't go well because of the many setbacks, because the government finance ministers and the various experts have said that because of the monetary policy we had seen such kind of the instances. So while high interest rate hurts, so this can be also one of the reasons that maybe it can extend up to 2025, and there we can see the inflation in 2025 also. And here few economic decisions have been also taken by the government of India, so might be that can also have an impact on the inflation. So we are expecting that we can have a moderate year in terms of inflation, but many experts have predicted that 2025 will witness soar in the various prices and we can witness inflation there. So this is the thing. Now we'll discuss the Indians and the H-1B visa. So since Trump had won election, there was lots of discussion on various fronts in terms of the feminism, in terms of the race, in terms of the visa, in terms of the immigration. And immigration was key point of the Trump's election. So this time also we are here with the discussion of the H-1B visa. And why here we are with this discussion? Because it is the Indians who availed most this visa, and this has been given to the skilled Indians. So here what we can see that after the appointment of Chennai-born Sri Ram Krishnan as Trump's top AI advisor earlier this month, there was lots of what you can say suspicions, there was lots of what you can say guessing, and also different kind of point of view we can see onto the social media that what America is going to witness. And also we can see the criticism related to the H-1B visa, and few bold decisions had been taken by the Trump, including the Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, the two chairs of the proposed Department of Government Efficiency, in short DOGE, incoming administration. So these are the things. So here we'll first of all discuss about that what is H-1B visa. So H-1B visa is about, it was introduced in 1990, allow US employers to hire skilled foreign workers in roles requiring at least bachelor's degree. So this is for the skilled workers, and this is valid up to 6 years, after which holders must leave the US and for 10 months, and they can also apply for the permanent residency. And the program has yearly cap of 65,000 visas with an additional 20,000 for those with advanced US degrees, and also for the non-profit research institutions. So exceptions are there, but for the non-profit research institution. So here we'll see in terms of India. So Indians are the largest beneficiaries of H-1B visas, and around 70% of the approved petitions since 2015. And on the other hand, China we can see 12 to 13%. So what is the criticism here? So the criticism is here that China has attracted top talents from India, but Indians are low paid there. And how they are low paid there? Because what we have seen that 70% of the Indians H-1B visa which has been approved, they were very paid less, and their median IT median salary is $104,420, and here what we can see that $1 lakh. So it is below the standard and it is below the benchmark. So this is the criticism related to that. Now here we can see the graph. The graph is that birth country of successful petitioners. So India we can see that in 2023 72.32%, China 11.7%. So here we can see that how India has availed the H-1B visa, and there we can see that most of the employers from the corporate, Amazon has taken 17%, then Infosys 15.2%, Cognizant 11.8%, Google 10%, TCS 9.8%. So 65% of H1B petitions approved in 2023 were from computer related occupations. So this is the instance and scenario of the India. Now we'll discuss the Indian coffee exports. So this is the news. World starts waking up to Indian coffee exports crossed $1 billion for the first time, and that's why here we are with the discussion of the India's exports market in terms of the coffee. So traditionally India was a tea exporter, but right now India has crossed the $1 billion mark for the first time, and this data has been given by the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, and India's coffee exports hit a record of $1.15 billion from April to November in the financial year 2024, which is 29% higher than the earlier version. So in this period in 2023, what we can see that we can witness 29% surge in terms of the coffee exports, and this surge is attributed to the soaring global Robusta coffee prices and also stockpiling against the European Union deforestation regulations. And what is this European Union deforestation regulation? That they are discouraging to import goods which promotes the deforestation. So this is the thing. So that's why we can see that there is also so much problems around the world. So this can be also one of the reasons. The second reason is the supply disruption from Brazil and Vietnam. So that's why Indian exports had risen. So here we'll discuss few more aspects of it. So what are the few more aspects that? So India's coffee primarily caters to the premier export segment, with Italy, Belgium, Germany as top buyers alongside with Russia, UAE and US. So who are the top buyers of the India's coffee? So premium segment coffee, so Italy, Belgium, also Germany, UAE, Russia and US. And which state is the largest producer of the Arabica and Robusta? So they are the two types of the coffee. So Karnataka is the largest producer of Arabica and Robusta coffee in India, followed by the Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So most of the states are southern state. So here also come to a twist that right now we had excelled into the Indian exports, but the European Union deforestation policy will hurt the Indian sentiments and Indian coffee market, because they are discouraging this deforestation project, and there can be chances and there can be significant impact on India's coffee export. So we'll see in the future that what will happen, but till now India's exports, coffee exports had risen because of the EUDR policies, because of the supply disruption from the Brazil and Vietnam. So here we'll come to the question part. So before moving to the question part, these are the India's coffee export trends, and what we have seen that it has significantly risen throughout the 5 years. So here this data is very much pleasing and very much positive in terms of India. So here we'll come to the discussion part of the question. With reference to the India's coffee exports, consider the following statement. India's coffee exports reached a record high of $1.15 billion between April and November financial year 2024. Karnataka is the largest producer of both Arabica and Robusta coffee in India. Which of these statements given above is are correct? We just had discussed one only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. So this is very easy one, you can comment. Then we'll discuss the second one. The second one is about what is the maximum duration for which H1B visa can be issued. This is also very easy. 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years. So here we'll come to the third question. According to the World Bank, what was India's estimated share of global remittances this year? 12.5%, 13.8%, 14.3%. 15.2%. So this also we had discussed. Then we'll come to the last question. The last question is, what is the median inflation target set by Reserve Bank of India? 2%, 4%, 6%, 8%. So you can also answer into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask into the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.